Good morning, beautiful people who have decided to watch my video. Um, I'm actually going live now while I'm driving because I have a very busy morning and I wanted to update about yesterday and then just tell you where I'm at today with everything. So, yesterday when I did my live video, I was juicing celery and I felt like a little bit nauseous. I felt really weepy, like I just wanted to cry. And then I felt like the urge to use the bathroom. And so I know that was, I think it was just really working. The healing was taking place. Because day one, I still had a lot of food left in my system from the past day prior to that. And then, so yesterday, it was like fully getting through my system. And so once I recognized it and just allowed it to be there, it went away after a while. And so I noticed it was happening when I was digesting the juice. So it didn't happen before or after, but during the digestion. And so, but that happened after my nap. Because like I said, yesterday morning I got up early. I'm driving for Lyft, so I was up at 4:30. I drank lemon water. Then I had 2 juices prior to going home and taking a nap. And then the celery juice is what made me feel like that. And then I went to the gym for a little while and did a light workout because I was feeling lightheaded and fuzzy. My focus was a little fuzzy. And I drank my second juice, which was asparagus, apple, lemon, and cucumber. Yeah, it was so good. And the same thing happened when I was digesting that. I got sad, I got a little nauseous. I did not excrete that much. But what happened is it did trigger the spasms in my stomach, so I had flare up. Both times I had a flare up. No desire to eat after that. And by 3 o'clock, my stomach calmed down, my energy was good, I felt peaceful, focused. I felt very well. I felt very balanced. And then when I went, I say I was working pretty much all afternoon, all night. I don't know about my connection. Keeps feeling like when you've eaten too much fat and you feel really stuffed for no reason, but you haven't eaten and you're completely no food in your stomach at all. That's how I felt. What I concluded about that was that maybe my gut was trying to process that from days ago, and so it was figuring itself out. That's the only way I can kind of think about that. And I didn't want the juice I made though, and interesting. My spirit has been telling me what to drink and what to buy and what to juice. But I had juiced carrots in that second drink, and my body didn't tell me I needed carrots. I just wanted carrots because I thought it's good for me and I should probably juice them. But, that juice, I didn't even want it. And then, coincidentally, there's no coincidences, one of my passengers got in with some juice samples from a local place called Nectar, and I guess they had brought her some samples, so she gave me one. It was about that big, and it was spinach, parsley, lemon, ginger, yeah, something like that. And I wanted it. I was like, oh, it looks so refreshing, and I drank it, and I was stuffed. So the carrot one ended up going down the sink. And the person I am, I feel like I need to eat when I'm not really hungry. I think, oh, I should probably eat this because I made it. I don't want it to go to waste. But I'm being very intentional in this space of healing that I break certain habits that don't serve me one of which is eating too much when I'm not hungry, eating just because I don't want to waste the food. So that was really interesting. I wanted to share. And then, like, I wasn't hungry the rest of the night at all. So that was really nice to just be very intuitive with my body yesterday. And this morning I woke up at 3:30 a.m. So my spirit's been telling me sleep earlier and get up earlier and work earlier. Not sure why. Well, I can tell you a million reasons. I'm very spiritual. My air conditioner broke yesterday too, so I was like, wow, there's a reason why God was telling me to work in the morning, because it's cooler. Like, I have my windows up right now with no air conditioning and I feel fine. But if it was later in the day, I would probably be hot and my passengers might be uncomfortable. So I'm going to fix the air conditioner now. But I woke up with so much energy today, so much clarity, and hunger, like big time. I feel like I could have ate 3 whole watermelons this morning. And I didn't juice or bring juice with me. I've just been drinking water all morning. But in between passengers, I got really, really thirsty. And I got really hungry and I started to feel a bit of anxiety. But one of my passengers had offered me a plum earlier, like one of my first passengers, and it was still dark. And I said, sure, I'll take it, thank you, because if you give me fruit, I'm going to take it. It's one of my favorite things. Like, that's the best thing you can get, fruit. And so I was in the middle of like a crisis of thirsty, hungry, need to get gas, need to use the bathroom, and I needed something. And so what I did is I peeled the skin off of the plum, and it was very ripe, so it was probably juice itself. So I ate the plum fruit part, and I intentionally chewed it, let it sit in my mouth, and let it get to a place of like pulp juice before I swallowed it. And I heard this quote before that says, eat your water, drink your. And so when we drink our water or fast, we're like not getting the full absorption of nutrients that we could get if we were just letting it sit in our mouth for a little while. And there's a lot of things too, like salivas that break down certain fats and different oils and all these things. So it was nice to be able to practice that. And so it's 8. I've been up 4, 5, 6, 7. I've been up for 5 hours. All I've eaten is a plum and drinking tons of water. So yeah, I still want to do my celery juice when I get home, but I got errands to run, so I'll probably end up picking up another juice somewhere. And there's no perfect journey, but I am juicing and I am healing and I feel absolutely phenomenal. And believe it or not, if that was the extent of my detox symptoms yesterday, I'm pretty lucky, because I've always heard about people who've had like fever symptoms, throwing up, cold sweats, like major detox symptoms. But I guess this is kind of a sign that my body really is clean, because I've been, like I said, vegan for like 3 years, well, off and on 10 years, but like strictly vegetarian for like vegan percent always. And then this year made 100% commitment to not waver at all, 100% vegan and 75% raw. And like I said, I did a 30 days raw in December to kickstart this year. And I remember having some pretty intense detox symptoms then, but still not too bad. 1 or 2 days good. And then one day the detox symptoms were a little hard. I would just eat cooked dinner and I go back the next day. And so for some people who can't like afford to go through like a full detox, you can do it that way, where you do 1, 2 days on, 1 day off, 1, 2, 3 days on. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Well, all right. Peace and blessings. Would be 7. He died when he was 6 months old. And such great energy. I've had great passing. I've been listening to Janet Jackson's most recent album. And a real amazing thing just happened a little while ago. I have this pattern of ministering to people that for some reason I keep running into people who need encouragement at gas stations. It just hit me on the way here. The last passenger I had, I turned the Lyft app off. So I was going to get gas and head here where I'm meeting my friend real quick. And we're going to go to the mechanic to figure out my air conditioning. And so I'm getting gas and I got a Lyft request and I said, that's weird. I thought I turned it off. Okay. And then the lady was right there at the gas station and she was telling me stuff when we got in the car about her life. And I was listening to Janet Jackson. So I put this song on called After You Fall. And it's like she was crying. And then afterwards, the song Broken Hearts Heal came on. And that's where she goes, broken hearts heal stronger, broken hearts live longer. And I just felt like such a spirit. It's just the Holy Spirit. And it comes when you least expect it. And I find that when I'm in this place where I'm being intentional, focused, and healing, and I feel strongly connected to my purpose, then I meet other people that I'm explaining. Either they're asking me about my book, or like I keep running to someone who's kind of in a crisis situation and they're at the gas station for some reason. One of my best friends pointed that out to me. She was like, you're always at the gas station when this kind of thing happens. So it's really interesting. Gotta give it up to God, the universe, spirit, source, whatever you call it. It's really amazing. And I was accepted, like unofficially accepted, to start a doctorate of ministry program this September. So it's just gonna get even better. My YouTube channel is gonna get better too. I'm gonna do more focused, intentional videos as well. But for now, I don't want to. My book is called How to Recognize Your Bullshit. So listen. If I don't do videos at all, that's my bullshit. Like stuff to share, people to encourage, and my journey to follow. I mean, my journey to share. So hopefully, you feel inspired and do something sweet today. Love your child, hug them extra tight, or if your parents are around, hug them extra tight, or do something really kind for a stranger. Just spread the love today because life is vast and amazing and we have so much potential that's being untapped. So just imagine if we all were just recognizing our bullshit, getting out of our own way and living the life that God had for us. The world would be so amazing, like the way I feel right now. Like if everybody felt this way, the world would be amazing and perfect, and wars would cease, everybody would be healed, like life would be perfect. Right? So we have to do our best. That's all we can do. All right? Peace and love. And my ministry is of peace podcast soon too. About these kind of topics, about justice, about peace and love and expressionism and just total wellness. We need those kind of things. So have a wonderful day. God bless you.